Hey, it's Stephen Williams, founder and president of the creditrepairshop.com, making a quick video with breaking news that has came out, was released a few days ago. I did a little bit more research to make sure that it was 100% true, and it is true. Credit card companies will be able to reach out to people on social media, Facebook, Instagram, different social media accounts to see, are you going to pay a debt? This is going to be this is going to be extremely intrusive to people's privacy, and we've seen that when we all sign up for a free platform, that one of the things that's hidden in the terms is that you actually give up your privacy. We think that we have privacy, but we're actually giving up our privacy. And what they are allowing people to do, uh, just breaking now, and is that debt collectors will be able to reach out to people on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any social media platform that is out there to see about collecting on the debt. Now, uh, as of right now, but right before the coronavirus hit, credit card debt was at a 7-year high, $1.2 trillion in credit card debt. People, a 7-year high in delinquencies. That means that uh, more people were delinquent on either 30 to 90 days of not paying their credit card debt. And that was before coronavirus hit. And now they're about to do a big dump of reports either next month or right before uh, the end of the year, where it's potentially going to say that another high on delinquencies, in that it's putting a lot of pressure on credit card companies. And what they're starting to do now is, I've seen them where credit card companies are hiring companies, some of them are even overseas, to track down people who have not made their credit card payments. And for the debt that has been sold, what's going to happen is that the debt collection companies are now going to be able to actually go on Facebook, Instagram, and different social media platforms to try to get in touch with people who owe money. Now, let me tell you the inside story on this. This is the part that people that are just throwing up YouTube videos, and they're not uh, deeply into what happens with customers. They're just, throwing up videos and selling T-shirts and ebooks and stuff. Let me tell you why this is very dangerous, and you need to listen to me right now, and you need to tell your friends and family about this. In court summons, if you ever been summoned to court, or and they have the allegations, which it looks like questions, but these are actual allegations against you on owing the debt. In previous videos, I had put where I had stated that their debt collectors are placing an allegation inside of those court summons, and that allegation is, and I'll summarize what it states, is that it will say that so and so, or the individual that is being sued, benefited from the use of that credit, that they actually had a personal gain. Now, where I see this coming into a very dangerous side with social media is that they will be able to take pictures or extract pictures and information and words that people have stated about their lifestyle, what they're doing, if they're taking trips and doing all these things, buying cars and showing off how they're living, even if it's not true, because a lot of people be faking stuff on social media. But that's not going to matter. That evidence will be used, and it will be included in court summons with the allegations. And this is something that people need to be aware of. I'm making you aware of this information because it can be used against you. We just saw where the boxer, Adrian Broner, boxer, professional boxer, his social media account was used against him in a lawsuit where he claimed he did not have money to pay a $800,000 judgment against him from a woman that had a claim that won in court $800,000. They actually brought him into court, arrested him, and made him attest to claiming that he didn't have money, but he showed on social media that he did have money and he had stacks of money and cars and taking trips and partying. That information was used against him. He was arrested. And people claim that you can't be arrested if you have a judgment against you, or if you a debt collector, even if you don't have a judgment, if you have been avoiding debt collector calls, every state in the United States has a statute that allows them to put a warrant for your arrest, not to keep you in jail, but a warrant for your arrest to pick you up, bring you to court, and have you answer the questions about what you're going to do about owing a debt. Every state has it. There's a statute for it. Uh, so now, potentially, the reasons why a lot of debt collectors were not using that statute is because the proof that they would have would be very limited. Because even if they brought the person into court and the person said, "Well, I don't have the money," the judge would have to release you. It's just that you don't want to go through the embarrassment. You don't want to go through the pain and agony of being arrested, your car getting towed if you don't have someone there with you, and you're being brought into court to answer to a credit card debt or any type of debt. But now they could say, we have cause, we have information that proves that this individual is just avoiding paying us this debt. Uh, let me tell you how, just to veer off a little bit, to give you more uh, details about how debt collectors can try strategies. This is my own personal experience. This is a way that I ended up having to come to the decision in my own mind to pay a debt that was $100,000, where it was from a business that had closed, it never got off the ground, but there was a debt that was 45,000 and they ballooned it up in fees to over $100,000. And the trap that they had put me into was that they had proof, which I was not, I was just going back and forth in court saying I did not want to pay the debt because it was from a failed business that had filed, that business had actually filed bankruptcy with the partners with that business. But there was something where was not aware of, and they had gotten a judgment against the business and against me personally in another state that I didn't even live in, that I didn't even pay attention to. Well, I take full responsibility for not paying attention to that and doing something about it at that time. And it had ballooned up over $100,000. And the way that they trapped me was that they knew that I owned several properties, including my office building, full, free and clear, no mortgage on them at all. So when we came back into court with me arguing again, the uh, uh, plaintiff attorney stated that he has sufficient assets to pay this collection, and there was nothing that I was able to do to reopen that collection. My attorneys tried every type of way. I had even tried all types of ways, and because it was a foreign judgment that was placed into action years ago without my knowledge, there was no remedy. We had tried all remedies, and there was no remedy for it. And because I didn't want to lose any of my properties, and they had proof that I had properties free and clear, I ended up paying $43,000 or $42,000 one-time payment to settle that and be able to move forward. And but just think, this is a strategy now that they're going to be able to use on regular uh, uh, consumers that are not business people. This strategy is used on business people all the time, but this is something that they're going to be able to use on people now because they're going to be able to get proof by what the words that people are saying in their own social media accounts. So be very careful. If you have debts, uh, don't stop your life because you know that's if that's how you feel good expressing yourself on social media, that's fine. What I want you to do is to take it serious and start dealing with this stuff. If there's debts that you're going to have to pay and settle, then you're going to have to pay and settle them. If there's debts that they cannot prove, you need to do a full validation to make sure that they cannot prove them. You need to, you know, basically what the bottom line is that don't leave anything out there thinking that it's just going to go away because it will not go away. So just to review, uh, credit, not just credit card companies, debt collection companies, original creditors that believe uh, people are not paying them because they just don't want to, or they just want to get more information to see if this individual is avoiding them from paying and that they have money. They're going to be able to reach out to people on social media, not just by cell phone. They'll be able to text, they'll be able to call, they'll be able to reach out to you on social media. So you're going to be getting notifications that a debt collection company is saying, hey, we see you right here on this platform, and we see that you're having a great old time, and we're trying to reach you about paying a debt that you owe. And think about it this way: if you anyone that you put down as a reference on that credit application, they will also be able to reach out to them on their social media account to say, "Hey, uh, you know, your friend Joe put you down as a reference, and we're debt collection company so and so, and we've been trying to reach out to him. Can you tell us if you've heard from him at all?" They're going to actually be able to do that legally. Legally, they're going to actually be able to do that. So uh, I'm encouraging everyone. Let's really push hard. There's a push between now first of the year. So when you have your New Year's resolution, it doesn't have nothing about fixing your credit. Your New Year's resolution is going to be about putting more money in your pocket, being financially moving toward financial freedom, moving towards doing the things that you love, moving towards health and wellness, not towards having to always look and see what's going on with your credit and having debt collectors hounding you all the time. I want us all to focus and deal with that now before the New Year's resolution. Let's not make a 2021 resolution what 2020's resolution was. Let's deal with this right now. So if you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. If you need your credit reports and scores, please go to the website, your3scores.com. I really appreciate it. That's one way that I help support the channel. You'll get all 3 credit reports, all 3 scores, all the information and data that is pertains to your specific accounts that you have. You'll know everything, the furnishers, account number information, everything, so you can get over that hurdle of having bad credit. And if you have debt collectors hounding you, sending you 30-day demand letters, there's a free letter right below this. You can click it, get that free demand letter. You're going to need it. Also, a cease and desist letter if they are trying to collect a debt that is past legal statute of limitations. So I'm in the video here. This is Stephen Williams, founder and president of thecreditrepairshop.com. Thank you, and until next time.